Hey, what's up, y'all? This Eve coming to y'all with another episode of Hit the Sled. Before we get started on this episode, follow me. I'm on YouTube. I got my YouTube channel, Hit the Sled. Follow me on my YouTube channel. Man, not only follow me with my subscribe to my YouTube channel, but hit the like buttons on the videos. Man, I truly appreciate it. Hit those like buttons so that I can get people to see my videos, man, so that they can get spread out. Man, we coming. I truly appreciate y'all. But not only on my YouTube channel, but follow me. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Follow me. I'm on there. We coming. We coming. I truly appreciate y'all. But not only that, but for this week's episode, Week 7 preview of the National Football League of the NFL, I got to start with my Commanders. And we play the Giants this week in New York. Last week, of course, it was a good win against the Falcons. Got them to 6-6. This week they go to New York. Giants had a tough loss against Buffalo. They played well, man. They should have won the game. Referee gave Buffalo some stuff, but the Giants should have won that game, to be quite honest with you. You know, and they wasn't able to do it. But so moving forward though, Hit the Sled. They got a chance to bounce back. You know, the Skins, you know, they got a long way to go, but they trying to put something together, get two straight, get the momentum going, trying to figure out if Sam Howell's the right guy. Let's hope Sam Howell played decent. He played well on last Sunday. Let's hope they can continue defensively. They was able to get 3 turnovers. And that was great on their part to get those turnovers. Hopefully they can get that. They can continue that. So hopefully they have not played well in New York the last couple of years. They have not played in New York at all. You know, so hopefully they can go up there and get that win. But, you know, I got to start off with my Skins. The next game, I got to go with Detroit against the Ravens. Detroit against Baltimore. Man, let me tell y'all something, man. I've been telling y'all, Detroit is for real. Detroit is not a game. Y'all better stop thinking about that old Detroit Lions, 1-16, 1-17, 1-15 Detroit Lions. They are for real. Detroit got an opportunity to make a statement here, man. Detroit got an opportunity. They a little banged up at running back, but they do expect to get Jahmyr Gibbs back this week. They got a real opportunity. They got an opportunity because Baltimore, we played in London last week. They played in London, flying back. It's an opportunity for them to play a very good Ravens team that they got a great chance of winning that game. They got a real chance of winning that game. A real chance of winning that game. You know, Detroit is one of those teams. Detroit is one of those teams, they up and coming. The Lions up and coming. The Lions are up and coming. They physical. Detroit can beat you any type of way. They can be physical with you. They can run the ball. They got a very good offensive line, physical offensive line, borderline old school offensive line, defensive line with Aiden Hutchinson, the former Michigan Wolverine great. Hey, man, they doing a hell of a job. Y'all got to stop thinking of Detroit as that old Detroit Lions. Detroit is for real. Detroit can make it. Detroit can go all the way. And after this game, the schedule lightens up for them. They play the Bears. They play the Chargers. They play the Raiders. Detroit got a real opportunity to do something, man. They got an opportunity to make some noise. Quiet as kept. You can look up by Thanksgiving. Detroit might be like 10-2, something like that. I know that's hard to believe. Detroit can get to 10-2 by Thanksgiving. Detroit can be 10-2. 10 wins by Detroit by Thanksgiving. I'm trying to tell you, Detroit is nothing to play with, man. So they played Baltimore. That's gonna be a game that I'm looking forward to. I actually want to see that game. I actually want to watch that game. I actually want to see Baltimore against Detroit. Man, I'm gonna tell you something. Last year, when I watched Hard Knocks and I saw how the Lions were practicing, the way they were going, the way Dan Campbell was handling the football team, I thought to myself, I said, man, they got a good path. They on their way. Detroit up to something. So we're gonna see. They already beat Kansas City of the world. Lost to Seattle. Went to Tampa, beat them last week. They beat on Carolina. They you know, they I'm trying to tell you something about Detroit. So we're gonna see that this Sunday, man. Detroit against Baltimore. You know, we're gonna see. I'm picking Detroit, man. I think Detroit gonna beat them peoples. It's in Baltimore though, but I think Detroit gonna beat them peoples. Next game is gonna be the Chargers against the Chiefs. We're gonna see whether or not the Chargers can bounce back. Last week game, that Monday night game against the Chargers was a physical game. It was a tough loss for the Chargers. A tough loss. And it was on a short week. Man, let me tell you something. Oh, that matters. It matters. The Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers they coming up a short week, physical game, tough loss. Mentally, are they going to be up for it to play Kansas City? The Chiefs been off 10 days. One of the most important things we got to find out is that can Justin Herbert play better? Can Herbert play better than what he played Monday night? He didn't play too well. Yeah, he has an injury on his left hand, but he did not play well at all. So he's going to have to bounce back. That's something that we I'm gonna be looking forward to watching. And my final game of my NFL preview is the Miami Dolphins against the Philadelphia Eagles Sunday night. I actually want to watch this game. Let me give y'all a little backstory about this game right here if people forgot. Tua and Jalen Hurts were on the same team together at Alabama. Jalen Hurts was the quarterback at Alabama all through the year until it came to the national championship game. Nick Saban took Jalen Hurts out at halftime, put Tua in, and Tua won him the national championship. And guess who he threw the ball to? Devontae Smith for the game-winning touchdown. They were both freshmen against Georgia in the national championship game. Jalen Hurts never played for Alabama after that game. Jalen Hurts left and went to Oklahoma. I don't know about you. You don't think Jalen Hurts want to beat Tua on Sunday? Jalen Hurts is going to that game trying to win. He going to that game trying to get revenge. Never play for Bama again. He wants to beat Tua. Make no mistake about it. He wants to beat Tua. So that's one nugget when it comes to this game. The second thing I want to talk about with this game is the Dolphins. Let me tell y'all something, man. The Dolphins the Dolphins haven't really proved anything. Let's see let me tell y'all who the Dolphins beat to be 5-1. Dolphins beat the Chargers. They beat the Patriots. They beat the Broncos, who they put 70 on. They put 70 on the Broncos. The Giants and the Panthers. The one team they played that was any good, that was a real contender-like team, was the Bills. And they lost to the Bills, and the Bills beat them by 48-20. The Bills beat the Dolphins by 4 touchdowns. That's the only real team, other than, you can say, the Chargers. Everybody else been cupcake. When they played the Bills beat them by 28. So we got to find out more about the Dolphins. Now, a mark of a good team, always remember this, a mark of a good team is that you beat up on a bad team. You beat up on the teams you're supposed to beat up on, which they did. So we gotta get more information on the Dolphins. You go to Philly, Jalen Hurts. You know, Jalen playing well, man. But the only thing about Jalen Hurts this season that a lot of people are not talking about, he got over 1,500 yards passing so far this year. He got 7 touchdowns, but Jalen got 7 interceptions. That's a lot. Jalen Hurts has turned the ball over this year, people. He's turned the ball over. He's turned the ball over a lot. He got 7 interceptions, a couple fumbles. Last week alone, he threw the interception that put the Jets in the lead. So Jalen got to play better, man. But you look at Philly, you look at the Eagles. The Eagles getting players back too. Jalen Carter coming back, and he's been a monster. The first round pick from out of Georgia, he's been a monster at that D tackle. He's coming back. He's coming back from an ankle injury. A lot of the other guys that were banged up, they coming back from their respective injuries. So I think the Eagles are primed for a great win. I think the Eagles are gonna beat the Dolphins. I think the Eagles are gonna beat the Dolphins. So with that being said, I truly appreciate y'all. Hit the sled, man. We coming every week during football season. We coming. Also, don't forget, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the sled, YouTube, subscribe. But not only subscribe, like the buttons. Hit the like button. Because you do that, that gets more people. Video goes out to more people, get more and more people to support me. I truly appreciate y'all. But I'm not only on YouTube, I'm also on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Follow me, hit the sled. Man, I appreciate y'all. Follow me, hit the sled. We coming. We got more stuff coming down the line. I appreciate y'all.